And welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we continued through the Hall of Heroes and got to this floor, sub-level 13. And last time was a good stopping place because this starts kind of a new, as I said last time, trilogy of levels. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna try a different strategy this time. Wait for it to actually come out first, and then actually get it all set up. But that's not gonna work because I forgot it starts with this attack. So it can't actually fire that far away, so I'll just kind of ignore it. So the other captain is similarly hiding in the corner, so it'll just shoot indiscriminately apparently. I'm gonna just wait for it to cool off, and then wait for it to dip downwards like that, and then start throwing Pikmin on it. Shouldn't use the other spray so hastily, I guess, but I forgot that it actually immediately starts attacking. So one phase. Again, it's surrounded by water, so you can only use blue Pikmin. You can try luring it, but that probably would be more trouble than it's worth. Also, you can't actually freeze it as it's coming out of the ground. That's something really important to keep in mind. Yeah, it's kind of a rinse and repeat fight yet again. Hall of Heroes basically is just reusing bosses, which I find a little disappointing, but it's not too bad. Okay, can I actually get us from over here? Not far enough away apparently. Okay, that was actually really close. That was super lucky. A lot of Pikmin could have died there easily. And I'm actually not sure how to go about this because another spray might finish off, but it might not. So I'm just gonna do this. Not waste any more than I have to. Kind of run around the perimeter. Hope nothing trips. Oh. Yeah, this is why this is much harder than the first boss, because this happens a lot, to be honest. Sometimes it targets the captain, sometimes it targets the Pikmin, so yeah, it's one of the harder floors for Deathless Run. Yeah, so that was a much more successful boss fight. Something I forgot to point out the first time was these actually act as walls, but they're a lot shorter than in the subterranean complex, so they sometimes don't work, depending on how the boss is positioned. So I just prefer to usually just hide the Pikmin in the corner, but I can get to the corner fast enough the previous time. But no harm done. So, I can't tell if any of the Pikmin are actually not flowers, so I'm just gonna do this. Apparently they're all flowers, so that was completely useless. So the exit's over here now. It's weird that the basic layout's the same, but just certain aspects of it are altered. Really, it's actually impressive how many different combinations of levels you can actually get, but it does make it frustrating because there's no consistency. And another repeat enemy. This can either be really hard or really easy depending on what layout you get. Let's see what we end up with. Yeah, you have to use the treasure gauge to figure out where the enemy actually is, and it's this guy again. Beady Long Legs, whose name I kept forgetting in the previous fight, but sometimes he actually will be above land, and then you can use purple Pikmin in a super short fight. You're gonna have the purple Pikmin on hand because he's actually moving towards shore, but normally you end up using blue Pikmin, and those weevils are gonna get in the way big time. I'm actually super worried about them. I'm trying to lure it a little closer to shore. Oh, sometimes it dips twice, and I was expecting it to, so I started tossing too early. It's actually kind of risky having it right next to where all the other Pikmin are. I can actually use purple Pikmin now, but I'm not gonna. Because the blue Pikmin still make short work of it anyway. This guy's a lot less resilient. And has no cannons, so it's just, you might as well just use blue Pikmin anyway because it goes really fast. It just goes like, you can practically just finish in one cycle with purple Pikmin, but, you know, you have the risk of them falling in the water. That was actually a really smooth fight, making up for the last one, I guess. Just do that. So yeah, we've collected quite a few of these blocks, but what are they? I guess we'll see next time. Except it's not actually the end of the episode, because it would be a really short episode. It's actually just one more floor actually, so we're just gonna finish it off right now. It should go pretty quickly. This boss can be annoying, but I think it's pretty consistent. I can't seem to recall it actually going wrong most of the time. Just some of the time. That's reassuring. Another example of issues when you do stuff out of order. These guys are also introduced in the perplexing pool underground, but we haven't seen them yet, so it's supposed to be sort of like a throwback enemy yet again, but it kind of doesn't work if you do it in this order. So these are the lesser jelly floats over here. That's a greater jelly float, and you really don't want to fight them next to each other, so I'm going to just move over here. So what you want to do is toss purple Pikmin and weigh it down, and then start tossing Pikmin as fast as you can and hopefully stun it. It's harder to stun the greater jelly floats because they're bigger and Pikmin, it's harder to land a clean hit on them. That guy's in the center, which is really bad, so I'm going to do this. Again, come over here, and again, same strategy as before. Yeah, they attack by sucking up Pikmin. They digest very slowly, so you can usually take them out fast enough, but they can actually kill Pikmin. It's actually kind of something that tends to not be a problem most of the time. So just two more. This guy's actually in a good position because he's really far away from the other. So same strat as before, just toss as fast as you can. One's a leaf, so it's going a little slower, I think. A couple of leaves, I think. This guy's also conveniently placed. Yeah, if they're in the center of the arena, just wait for them to move. It's not worth trying to attack them in the center. Because, as the trend is, when you go into the center of big arenas like this, that's when the boss comes out. So one got turned into a leaf. So, we're just gonna come over here. I'm gonna get the white Pikmin, and I guess the red Pikmin too, to just sit right here. There's a reason for that. Okay, so this boss can be kind of trolling. I'm hoping for a good pattern. Okay, yeah, this is the Raging Long Legs. It's basically the long legs, except easier to kill, which sounds really weird. But I'm not even gonna bother using a spray on this. That's how easy this is, because it moves so slowly. But when it does that, it starts. Oh, I panned the camera in a really bad direction, so I couldn't see what's going on. Basically, the point is, it's the same battle as the long legs, except once you actually start attacking it, it'll intermittently start stomping around like crazy. So, you just kind of want to do this, and once it does the animation like it's going to shake off Pikmin, you want to call them off, and then hide. So that's basic strategy, so I'll just see you when I finish this actual fight. Remember when I said not to use the red spray because it's kind of a waste because it's not that hard to fight? I take that back. It's actually kind of an issue because the purple Pikmin have such slow running speed, and you need the speed boost to actually survive. It's very easy to lose Pikmin because they just can't outrun when it's actually in its slow rage mode. And for some reason that guy just wasn't getting in the way the entire fight for some reason. But yeah, actually, you do want to use the Ultra Spicy Spray. Yeah, not for damage benefits, but just to speed up the purple Pikmin. I forgot they couldn't really get out of the way that quickly. But hey, it's good to know. And again, like last time, the whites can't exactly cut it. So we're gonna get the reds to— oh wow, there's soul room. Blues I got. No, yellows, because they don't get to do much from this point on. Could have had red, white, and blue actually. Not red, white, and blue. Red, yellow, and blue. The original Pikmin colors, that's what I was going for, not trying to be patriotic. This is what all those blocks were building up to, with the robotic operating buddy, the, one NES peripheral, Rob, for those who play Smash Bros. Yep, those are actually from the game— those blocks were for the game, Gyromite, if I recall correctly. Something like that, and were compatible with the, Rob unit. So yeah, this is another really heavily Nintendo-themed area, if you actually know the reference. As a kid, I didn't actually get it. I didn't actually get it until after playing, Brawl, that it was a reference to, Rob. I just thought it was like a pair of, like, binoculars or something as a kid. Anyway, this was actually super long because of all the cuts, unfortunately. This isn't exactly my best run, obviously. Sometimes they have done, like, perfect runs, but I can't complain. It didn't take me too many restarts, so that's good. Technically, no Pikmin lost. If you don't count the setting. So yeah, all the gyro blocks are for a NES game. There's actually an Easter egg I forgot to mention. If you wait on the screen for I think 3 to 4 minutes, a little jingle will play that is actually known as Totaka's song. Kazumi Totaka, who did the soundtrack for I think some of the Yoshi games, and also I think voiced Yoshi, and also did the music for this game, has a tendency to put a little short song in his games, as the games he works on, as an Easter egg, and it's best known for appearing in Animal Crossing and Luigi's Mansion, I think. I don't know how to trigger in Luigi's Mansion. In Animal Crossing, it's KK Song. You can just search it, like ask KK to perform it, and he will. It's actually a secret song in Animal Crossing for GameCube, but I think it became an actual main song by Wild World for DS. But yeah, it's in this game too, if you just wait on these treasure screens for like 3 to 4 minutes, but that takes forever. I don't really want to do another cut, because then I'd have to just be sitting here like trying to listen for audio cues. Now, in theory, if I was just doing a normal run, I probably would just finish the Wistful Wild right now. Like, not even worry about, you know, anticlimactic stuff, and just finish it. But because this is technically a Let's Play, the walkthrough, I do want to save the Dream Den for the very last. It just seems fitting, story-wise, to do that one last. But, that's where it is. If you want to try it, that's where it is. It's right over there. We don't have a lot of red yellow Pikmin, so I'm just gonna let them carry it back. Again, I'm just kind of killing time at this point, really. But yeah, it just seems weird doing the Dream Den now, but it would technically save a lot of time just going ahead and getting it over with now. It's actually not as hard as the Hall of Heroes, because there are actually fewer repeat boss encounters. It's mostly just regular enemies, other than there's a ball bear, which is like a boss, but really the hardest area has basically been done in the Wistful Wild. I'm not gonna say period, because there's one that's way harder elsewhere, but for the most part, the toughest part of the game is over. Kind of a nice feeling, actually, having Hall of Heroes done so fast. It's almost sundown. I would like to carry that back. Let's just test it, actually. See how fast the white Pikmin are. And a couple reds are on there too, but whatever. The yellow Pikmin are almost back. And the red Pikmin, they'll be fine. I just want to see how far this gets, actually. Yeah, so other than this, the only other areas that's left is the Perplexing Pool, which is my least favorite area, which is actually funny because it's one of my favorite areas in Pikmin 1. But this in Spring, actually. I just like it. It's very challenging, but it's kind of a cool little area. The Perplexing Pool is just kind of annoying, I think. So yeah, well, we got a few more yellow Pikmin out of it, and a couple more red Pikmin out of it, so hey, that wasn't a complete waste of time. All 100 Pikmin assembled, and we're good to go. And I didn't need to skip that, but okay. That's one tough ship, actually. I think I pointed that out elsewhere, though, but I'm saying it again. Take a cannon shot and survive that scratch. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, our numbers actually went up a lot for the blues for some reason. I have to go back, and yeah, oh wait, the yellows actually. White and purple numbers are gonna stay the same. So Louis' family is worried about him, so we might have wanted to actually just have gone and saved Al, so they don't have to worry, but okay. We'll get him soon enough. Yeah, it is the Dream Den. Again, the computer completely says it. There are 21 treasures there, so yeah, it is a good finale area. So we got none of the above ground Perplexing Pool treasures in the one time we went there, so I'm kind of hoping for a perfect Perplexing Pool, but I'm not exactly banking on it. We'll have to see it next time, I guess. So next time we'll be hopefully doing a lot, at least, in the Perplexing Pool. See you then!